fuckers and fuckheads. What we're going to do this morning is a quickie speedometer cable change on this 93 Vulcan 1500. I need a 12 millimeter. There's one bolt on each side up under here. Pop your console. Getting through that bolt is up to you. I'm going to have to hit this bitch with a socket. And it's going to have to be a deep socket with an extension. Damn. These here flexible extensions, you get them from the Snap-on guy. I'm just using it because of the ratchet I'm using ain't gonna fucking clear. That much we know. So, pop that sucker on my ratchet because the wrench wouldn't fit there. I love this. This is a nice fucking extension. Slop that bitch up in there. Hook that shit up. Pop that shit loose. I can spin from down here. I ain't got to cut up my fingers. I like that shit. Go over to the other side, get the other one. Put that bolt on the back of the Yamaha there so I'll forget where the hell I put it in a minute. Be looking all over for that sumbitch. This one busted loose. That off. Damn. You gotta be 100 degrees in Florida today, folks. I know why the Yankees go home in the summertime. They're fucking pussies. They can't take the heat. Okay. That bolt's up. Reach right up under here. There's an end in there that looks like this. Before I do that, take my needle nose pliers, get that sucker off. pull that sucker down through the fork tube down here. It's got a little guide. Pull it on through. Ah shit, it's got to come out backwards. I forgot one end is smaller than the other. Hold on a second, folks. Okay, so now we're back at it. I take my new cable. Should be this one. Go on ahead and run it on up to the back of my speedometer here. Go on ahead and get my GPS mount off the speedometer because I have a working speedometer for a change on the way home. And to all my relatives with the State Patrol who was on my ass about that speedometer, that GPS ain't a legal speedometer and I can still get a ticket, fuck y'all. There goes that goddamn phone. Are you pocket calling me again? God damn, you called me about five times this morning. You butt dialed me. Well, yeah, because that's all I've been hearing all morning is a bunch of wind and rustling around and. Yeah, okay. I usually stay up here until I just can't go no more. I mean, when I get to the point where, yeah, but my rule is when I get to the point where I know that that's it, that's all I can take and still be safe to drive home, that's when I leave. You know, sometimes that's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes that's 7 at night. Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried. He wants the instruments bad. And I mean, he's actually making them out for him. And he's wanting the tail, but not the whole fender, not the seat, not the chrome, just the tail section, the little stupid wire racky thing that's on there. I told him he's a fucking idiot. That thing's never going to polish out. He's going to end up having it re-chromed. He's going to have $100 in a $30 thing. On his bike? Are you out of your mind? That little cafe racer that Travis has. I don't know. He got my square tail, the Corbin flat tracker seat. He's the one buying that. Alright, yeah, like I say, it's just a matter of how long can I go. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Alright. Hey, worst case scenario, you can grab me at the house, I can run up here. I just stop when I can't drive. Alright. Okay. So now I have to come down here to the bottom. Just hit this bitch with a pair of pliers. twist it the rest of the way out. And I'm going to kick that little plate out, because that's why it's not going through. Oh yeah, what I'd started to say to my relatives that work with the state patrol and them talking about that GPS wasn't a legal speedometer. Fuck you, that sumbitch is more accurate than a real speedometer. And yes, I know I could have got a ticket, but I'm repairing it now, so I got out of that ticket. What am I gonna get, a fucking fix-it ticket? Like I really give two shits. I'm already fixing it, so you can't give me a fix-it ticket. Well, probably can, because I ain't all the way done fixed it yet, but... And now it'll slide through there. I ain't even got to take it off all the way. Okay. So I slide my new one down. Keep that sumbitch from kinking. Run it right through this motherfucker. In case y'all are wondering that plate I was talking about, it's your little guide right here. See, that's just a little stupid plate. It's on a Phillips screw. It's going to be on an Allen head in just a short while, because I don't like that Phillips shit. Go on ahead and turn my cable to where it's just going to hit in there and I ain't got to fight it. Move this wheel around and shit to get it to seat. And actually move the wheel around a little bit to get it to seat. And in this case, I got to roll the whole fucking bike. Am I rolling that the right way? Yep, I did. Sat right in there. Honda, I won't even bother looking. I just feel them when they click in. Kawasaki, I'll pull them back out and look. Don't know why. Just instinct. Never trust a Kawasaki. Give it just a little tiny tight. Okay. So now I come back up here. Shit, that's how I'm going to do that shit from now on. I'm just going to put my hand there, and when I see my hand in the screen, I know that I'm on what I'm doing. Ha ha ha! We're getting slicker now, shit here. Boom. There we go. Now, I need them 2 bolts. So let's get this sumbitch up here. And here's them 2 bolts. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. All I need to do is catch one damn thread. Okay, that's that one. Let's get this back so his wheel don't hit the shit. Let's get this other one. By the way, I think this is one of Kawasaki's stupider fucking designs. You gotta pull them two bolts to change any of these bulbs in your damn panel. What the fuck kind of messed up shit is that? Hey, Honda's done the same thing over the years. And you always got to pull them two fucking little tiny 8mm bolts on the back of them caps on the back of their instruments to change the bulbs, but and that's just as much of a pain in the ass as these, albeit a lot easier to get to. That's what pisses me off about these with Kawasaki, is they didn't make them easy to get to, they made them a pain in the ass to get at. If I didn't have this fucking snap-on weird-ass $30 or $40 extension, these bolts up in here are a bitch to get to. Well, actually they're a virgin, because if they were a bitch they'd be easy. Okay, that sucker is tight. Come over to the other side. Get it tight. Go. That one's tight too. I now have a working speedometer. My relatives can't say nothing to me. The regular police can't say nothing to me. Well, they can, but now the fucker works, so. And for all you Democratic Party members who are wondering how I knew that it was the speedometer cable that went bad, let's put it back together for a second. Let's zoom this motherfucker out. Oh, I guess it is zoomed out. God damn, that thing's fucking... Anyway, I knew it wasn't the speedometer, and I knew it wasn't the sending unit down there in the wheel, the little worm gear drivey thing, because over the weekend I pulled the goddamn cable apart and looked. That bitch had snapped clean, and it snapped at the bottom. Usually these things snap up here close to the gauge because it's got to make that bend around the headlight. This one snapped at the bottom for some reason. Don't know why. Don't give a shit. It's been replaced. I ain't got to run my GPS no more. I got to run a stock goddamn speedometer that only goes to 130 mile an hour on a 150 mile an hour bike. But, alright, we'll holler at y'all fuckers and fuckettes later. Hope that was helpful to someone.